Hey guys, welcome to my first video in a lengthy series, I hope, on how to be making a Discord bot with Python. So I'm Lucas, you probably already knew that from the channel title, but I'm going to be helping you set up your first Discord bot in this episode. So a couple things you need to know before starting is you'll need to have Python installed on your machine already, and I mean you could do that anytime, but you'll also need to have a basic knowledge of how to use Python. Just general programming tips, but you'll need to know how to use Python. Just basics. Anyways, so the first thing you want to do is you want to check the discord.py GitHub. Now there's lots of good information here. I'm going to be going over the setup part of it as you know, you'll see in the video title. But yeah, that's essentially it. You'll want to take a good look at this. It'll be very helpful, along with the actual discord.py Discord, which I'll be linking in the description, as well as this GitHub actually. Anyway, so to start off, we're going to open our command prompt. So that would be Windows key and R, and just type CMD, just like that. Well, that's kind of small. Can I make this bigger for you guys? Maybe like 20. Perfect. Alright, so you're going to want to run a couple of commands first. First thing you're going to want to do is install the Discord library. Now, you're going to be installing the non-voice one, first of all, because just for this basic setup, we're not going to be using voice. I might get into that in later videos, but that won't be for a while. If you want to install both, I can leave both the commands in the description, but for now, we're just going to be using the regular Discord library, discord.py library. So to do that, you just want to type python -m, sorry, oh my god, pip install -u, and then discord.py. Hit enter, and you'll have a bunch more things than I do. Mine's just saying that everything's up to date because I have the latest version of discord.py. Now again, actually, just in case you guys wanted to get your voice library as well, you just do the same thing, python-m pip install -u discord.py, except at the end you're just going to put in square brackets voice. Simple enough. Again, everything's up to date for me. So now you will have Discord libraries installed on your machine, and you will be able to use Discord in Python. So let's get into the code. So essentially what you want to do first is just import Discord. Now if you're curious as to what I'm doing, I have this open and everything. Essentially what I did is I just made a folder called YouTube, created a Python file called bot.py. You can call it anything you want. You can put it anywhere you want. All you have to do is run the file to launch the bot. I just put mine on my desktop in a folder called YouTube just to keep things organized. Anyway, so like I said, import Discord is the first thing you want to type. Again, that's just importing in the Discord library. And you'll also want to add this from discord.ext, and then import commands. Now, this isn't necessarily important now. It'll be more important when we start getting into commands, but just for now, trust me, it's very important to have. It'll just enable a lot more functionality when programming the rest of the bot later on. Alright, so now you want to do what I personally like to do. You don't necessarily have to, but I like to make a token variable, and it's just going to be an empty string for now. We're going to get that later. It just makes it easier to use it later on in the bot. As far as I'm concerned, and in my previous use of discord.py, I haven't had to use it all that often, but I mean, worst case scenario is, you know, I just use it in one spot, whatever. I didn't need a variable for it. It just enables, you know, ease of access later on. So we're going to leave that empty for now. Like I said, we're going to be getting the token later. Now we're going to be creating our client. You can name this variable anything you want. I'm just calling mine client for clarity. And you just want to set your client variable equal to commands.bot, and inside your brackets you want to set command prefix, and that'll essentially be your command prefix, you know, as you've probably noticed. And you can set that to be anything you want. You know, it could be a slash, it could be a period, it could be a question mark, whatever. It could even be multiple characters like ABC. You probably wouldn't want to do that. The shorter the prefix is, the easier it is to run your commands. Excuse me. I just like to keep mine as a period, just because slash, it gets a bit confusing between a Discord command and a Discord bot command, and you know, it's literally the key right next to slash. So well, the / at least. So I just prefer the period. Now, what we're going to be doing might seem a bit irregular and you might not understand what's happening so far, but just trust me, we'll be getting into this in the next video where we'll be covering events. But this is essentially just going to notify us that the bot is working. So we're going to be creating an event. Again, don't worry if you're confused. This will all be explained in the next video. So you want to put at client.event, and just underneath, you're going to put async def on ready. And this essentially just creates a function that registers, or not registers, but detects when the bot is ready. And what I mean by when the bot is ready is just when it's done collecting all its information from Discord, from the servers, etc., etc., etc. When it's logged in, just essentially when it's at its fully functioning capability. If you use commands and stuff before that, I can't guarantee they're going to work, but I mean, worst case scenario is you have an error and you had to wait a couple extra seconds. And the async is just so that that function can be run at any point regardless of what the bot is doing. So if you're running a command before the bot is ready and then it determines that it's become ready in the middle of running that command, it'll still run the code in the onReady function. So if that seemed a bit confusing what I just said, I think I confused myself. It's essentially just to make sure that when the bot is ready, the code in this function will run. And just to notify us that the bot is ready, we're just going to put a print bot is ready. I don't know. You can really put anything you want. It's just going to appear in the console that happened. Alright, and the last thing you're going to want is client.run and then your token. Whoops, token. Now again, if you named your variable anything other than client, over here you're going to replace that with, I don't know, let's say you put bot, I don't know. Then this would be bot here, and this would be bot here. Again, I just like to use client. I've been using it forever, and I mean, it would seem counterintuitive to do it now, especially when I'm so used to typing this. But that's it. You now have a fully functioning bot, and as soon as you get your token in there, it should run and be able to connect to servers. So let's do that now. So save your file, and what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to go to the Discord website. So discordapp.com, and just on the main page at the top left, go to more, and scroll down, or not scroll down, but look down to where it says developers. Click on that tab, and it should take you to a page something like this. Now what you want to do is click on My Apps. As you can see, I have one app. That's my existing bot. It's a music bot. But you'll just want to click on New App. Call the app whatever you want. I'm going to call mine YouTube Tutorial Bot. I don't know. I'll even call it, you know, let's just leave it. And you can add a little description. This is a tutorial. I don't even care about spelling. You can throw in the profile picture for your app or your bot, but this can all be changed later, except for the name. As far as I'm concerned, it can't be changed, but the description and the icon can be changed later on, so don't worry about that if you don't put it in now. And create app. So great success. Your new application has been created successfully. Oh, I guess you can change the name. My bad. You have your description and your app icon. So what you're going to want to do is scroll down to where it says bot, and essentially just click the create bot user. It is irreversible, but you know, you're in it to make a bot, so whatever. And you can always make a new app in the previous screen if you had to. So now it's become a bot. You have your username and your token. So just click to reveal the token, copy it, and go into your Discord, whoops, or not your Discord, your Python program, and just paste it in there. Save your file, and now that will register. When that code is run, it will trigger this bot and react accordingly. So now what you're going to want to do is add this bot to a server and begin testing it. So what I recommend is actually having a test server. I've made one myself here. As you can see, it's empty, no one's in it, whatever, right? And in order to invite the bot, you're just going to want to go down to generate OAuth2 URL and just click on that. Now you'll have this link here that you can use and just paste in here, and it'll invite it to your your bot to whatever server you choose. But I just want to talk a bit about these bot permissions. So let's say you have a bot that requires the ability to send messages. I mean, by default, you know, a user in Discord can send messages, so this isn't the end of the world. But if the bot is then assigned a role in the server where they cannot send messages, the bot's functionality will be ruined. So essentially what you want to do is you want to enable all the permissions that are needed for the bot to function. And this is just in case someone in a server decides to revoke the default permissions of a user. So for the most part, I just click on administrator just because it's able to do everything, more or less. But if you don't necessarily want to use administrator, you can just go through all of these and tick off or on the ones that you want for your bot. So now that you have administrator or whatever else you chose, just copy the link, go into a new tab and paste it in. Great, so now you can add a bot to a server, and you now have this permission here that you've chosen, as well as everything else that you may have chosen. Select your server and test server. YouTube tutorial, I'm not a robot, I'm pretty sure. Authorized. So as you can see in my test server, we've been expecting a YouTube tutorial bot. I'm going to name this something else. I'm going to call it bot, just so that it doesn't look stupid. Anyways, but this is my bot. So now what I can do if I want to run it is I just go back to my Python program and run the program. A window should pop up. Hopefully it doesn't crash on you. Boom, bot is ready. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the bot should be online. And perfect. The bot is online and the console has determined that the bot is ready, meaning there isn't anything wrong, especially in a program this small. So that's essentially it. That's how you bring a Python program or a Python programmed bot online in Discord and adding it to a server. So let's just recap. You'll need to install the Discord libraries using pip. You'll need to create the bot yourself in Python. You'll need to create an app on the Discord developer website, and you'll need to use the invite URL to invite it to a server. And that URL can be given to anyone. It'll simply invite the bot to the server. And that's essentially it for the first episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys want me to go over anything specific, I encourage you to leave it in the comments below. If not, I mean, I won't get to it. I might, right? But I'm just going to continue on with what I feel is next. So next, I think I'm going to be talking about events, things such as this onReady function that we made, and then we'll be getting into things like commands and trickier things, specifics. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.